Hi everybody, good evening. I think I'm audible and visible. Welcome to the session, guys. How have you all been doing? कहाँ हैं सारे NMAT and SNAP aspirants for 2026? Hi Chinmay, hi Star Boy. Good evening. Athirask, good to see you. Who else? कौन कौन है आज महफिल में जरा सामने आइए. Nitishri, nice. Star Boy, I'm good. How was the day? Hi Sweksha. All good Chinmay. Hope you had a nice day. हाँ ध्रुव धोना, good to see you there. Dhona, is that really your surname? स्कूल में लोगों ने पूछा नहीं बेटा क्या धो रहे हो? Hyper Gaming, hi. Starboy, your name is Herschel. Okay, I'll call you Herschel. हाँ ध्रुव. Kumkum, hi. Kumkum Maheshwari. Hi Abhishek Kumar. Hi Akshata. Athira SK, okay. Nice name, Athira. Muskan Ahuja, that's a familiar name. Good to see you there. अभी भी चलता है ना ध्रुव धोना. मेरा खुद दिल चाह रहा था, बहुत मुश्किल से मैंने अपने आप को रोका कि नहीं नहीं यार मेरा स्टूडेंट बच्चा है, जाने दो. पूछने वाली थी क्या धो रहे हो, कपड़े वपड़े. चाहत यादव, हाय. प्रणव कामले, गुड टू सी यू. अभिषेक कुमार, हाय. शुभम गर्ग, hello. All right guys, welcome to the session once again. It's a beautiful evening out here. Kind of looks like it's going to rain, but then ये दोपहर से हमें यही धोखा दे रहा है. बरसेगा बरसेगा नहीं बरसेगा नहीं बरसेगा, कोई बात नहीं. The weather is awesome. पर मैं बाहर बाहर पेड़ के नीचे बैठ के नहीं पढ़ा रही हूँ. I can just see a little bit of the nice weather through my window. इसलिए मुझे पता है. I wish I could sit outside and teach, but then the thing is there would be so much of a noise around that it will be difficult for me to teach anything. लोग आजू बाजू चाह चपड़ चपड़ करते रहते हैं. ऐप पे क्लासेस कितने बजे से होंगी शाश्वत, अभी हम देखते हैं ये सब. ओके, सो NMAT and SNAP aspirants, welcome. This is going to be a brief session. Brief बोले तो about 60 to 80 minutes long. We are going to discuss grammar today. All right. You all must be aware of it that for NMAT and SNAP, the thing that is extra, like besides CAT prep, the thing that is extra is vocab and grammar. है ना? अच्छा पहले तो आप फटाफट ये देख लो. कभी कभी तो मेरा पेन चलता ही नहीं है. हाँ. All right, third जा चुका. Today we are doing this. My next session is on 6th. That's day after tomorrow. All right. And then 8th, we have got vocab. I'll try to squeeze in a little bit of critical reasoning here. Or maybe here. Because for NMAT, critical reasoning is absolutely important. बाकी ये तीनों चीज़ें जो हैं मैं नहीं पढ़ा पाऊंगी, तो ये दूसरे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं, हैंडल कर रहे हैं. निखिल सर हैंडल करेंगे शायद. Here we have got what? Course 26 and 27. अभी ये आपके live classes हैं 5 to 6 days a week. This is the discounted price. You have application classes along with the live classes and of course grammar 150 module ले मैं ये बताने वाली थी but ये डाल ही दिया गया है इसमें. मेरा काम आसान है. This is so important. Like you really can't understand the importance of this. And I'm not saying this because it's my module. No, कोई भी और करवा दे इसको reproduce कर दे तो भी चलेगा मुझे. It's just that this is a compilation of those concepts that have appeared in the last 10-year PYQs of NMAT, SNAP, CMAT, ZAT, IIFT. IIFT का ठीक है अब आपके पास टेस्ट नहीं है but then you know वो compilation में लिया गया था. दूसरी चीज you may ask me NMAT का पेपर तो रिलीज होता नहीं है. So how do you know 10 साल में क्या आया है क्या नहीं आया है? Well, every year educators and some other people, you know, they just go and take the paper just for experience sake or to just kind of get the paper. So memory based जो questions होते हैं ना, those are there, those are available. Okay. 20 full length mocks, mentorship sessions by toppers, pre-class videos that are already there on the dashboard, and of course you have got 24/7 doubt solving. Okay. So इतना सारा कुछ आपको मिल रहा है इसमें. I think it's going to be worth your money. Timing exactly क्या है इसकी ये मुझे अभी confirm नहीं है. But this says starting from Monday तो हो ही रहा होगा Monday को. All right. So बोलो. Can we start now? You have logged in from Orissa. Rutu Nayak. Good. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Come on, everybody, chin up. How many questions are we going to do today? Just 11. All right. But you need to really and truly focus on these questions because these encapsulate some important concepts. The concepts that have appeared in the past. Grammar concepts. All right. And the level goes on increasing. So the last 3 questions are going to be the most difficult ones. If you're ready, we can roll. Okay. The important topics that you need to learn under grammar. SVA. What is SVA, guys? Subject-Verb Agreement. उसी के अंडर आप nouns वगैरह सब पढ़ लोगे. Parallelism. How you balance a sentence structure. Misplaced modifiers, walking in the park, a snake bit the old man. No. Walking in the park, who was walking in the park? The old man. So you know कहीं का कहीं उठा करके phrases चिपकाया हुआ. That is called misplaced modifier or dangling modifier. Articles. Articles are so damn important. Even Zat is a big fan of articles. I think बारिश शुरू हो गई यहाँ. Yoo-hoo. All right. Prepositions. Okay. Conjunctions. Now, even in the classes, like if you do about 100 questions, I don't think that's going to be enough. You need to do some extra practice. That's why I said here, you have got practice questions and you've got like, you know, these pre-class videos and all to help you with the concepts. So, do this course, the Grammar 150. It has ekdam crisp 150 concepts along with examples. And then after every 10 or 20 questions, I have given you a series of practice questions. So it's like, you know, everything rolled into one. And by the time you finish this Grammar 150, you will be like, oh, okay, बहुत कुछ कर लिया मैंने. And trust me, in NMAT, तो मतलब completely and totally and utterly you get from this. So NMAT is a test of speed. So if those concepts are there at the top of your head, you can easily like do like very fast. Since we are talking about speed in NMAT, what else will help you? Vocab and critical reasoning. So those of you who have done critical reasoning basics with me while preparing for CAT are good, but then you need like a lot of practice. So for this, the best source for practice is GMAT CR directory plus our dashboard exercises. Why am I suggesting this? Because GMAT is conducted by GMAC and NMAT is also conducted by GMAC. So questions are pretty similar, critical reasoning at least. Alright, I hope this is clear. ठीक है? चलिए. Word power enough for vocab? I wouldn't say enough. But then if you want SNAP and NMAT specific, you can refer to Barron's list. This is easily available on Google. Okay. So Norman Lewis ka word power made easy is more CAT specific. Barron's list is more omits specific. Done? Okay, cool. Chalo. Question number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Go on. Solve it, then we discuss. Any answer? Swapnil. B. Okay. D. All right. So you don't want to put an article here? Before India? Why? Oh, Ahuja Prashant, good to see you there. आज तो तू पूरा नाम लिख के आया है, आहूजा प्रशांत वासु भाई. You don't want to put an article here. But I have heard so many people say the India. Because India is my country. So it is the India. India is important. The India. Can't we put the India here? Bolo guys. A. So you want to put the here. है ना? Right. Okay. There are two things that you need to check here. Okay. Terrorism is one of ye. So, he is one of the tallest boys, right? He is one of the fastest athletes that the country has ever produced. Okay. So please pay attention to two things in this circle. Terrorism is one of the, and this cannot be singular. Generally, people make a mistake with this as well. They say, Rajesh is one of the fastest boy in the class. No. You can say Rajesh is the fastest boy. Then you don't need to put boys. But then Rajesh is the fastest boy. Otherwise, you are trying to say there are many fastest boys, or let's say there are 3 fastest boys in the class. We have recorded their speeds. They have similar speeds. Rajesh is one of them. So, Rajesh is one of the fastest boys in the class. So pay attention to this and pay attention to this. ये generally error zones होते हैं, right? India, before India you don't need to put the. You can check grammar 150 in which this point is there. Which are those countries where you need to put the? The Netherlands. Why? Because the name sounds plural. The Fijis, the Bahamas, the Andamans. So when it's a group of islands, the. The People's Republic of China. Why? Because in that name Republic comes. You simply say China, I'm going to China, that's fine. Alright. So the comes where there is Republic. The United Arab Emirates. United आ गया उसमें. The United Kingdom. So if the name of a country contains Republic, Union, United, कुछ Kingdom, तो उसके पहले the लगेगा. Clear? Now, there's one more point here. If I say this is not the India that Gandhi had envisaged, this is not the India that Indira Gandhi had dreamt of, then we can put the India. Why? Because we are talking about a specific type of India that a particular leader had envisioned. Got it? If I say, this is the place where I was born, okay, fine. This is Ranchi, okay, or this is Bangalore. This is the place where Dhoni lives. The place to chalega. But if I say Dhoni's birthplace is Ranchi, I don't need to put the. Ranchi doesn't become the just because Dhoni was born there. छोड़ो, मेरे born होने से तो वैसे ही कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा. So, when did we put the before Ranchi? Oh, this is the Ranchi that you had been raving about. This is the Ranchi that I had always wanted to visit. Yeah, got it? So, for this the answer is definitely D. Most of you got it. Hi Arpit. सबको clear है या नहीं? हाँ, USA, the United States of America. United लग गया? The United Kingdom I said, right? The Netherlands एक याद रखना because the name sounds plural. Got it everybody? Hardik, Kashish, Chahat, Akshata. Confirmation नहीं दोगे तो आगे कैसे बढ़ेंगे? Moving on to question number 2. Preposition phrases. Very, very tricky. Go on, solve this. Hi Vidhi, good to see you. Your answer is E, okay? Garv, if you say Republic of South Africa, it becomes the. If you simply say South Africa, no the. Okay? Everybody is going with E. Quite confident I can see. So, what are preposition phrases? ये देखो, prepo. Out, in, on, off, single F, और भी बहुत सारे होते हैं, outside, inside, you know, prepositions. Correct? Now, see, like, you know, you just, let's say, what? Run. Let's take this example, run. Run can drive you crazy. I mean, if you say, run out, oh, water ran out. पानी खत्म हो गया. मेरे पास पानी खत्म हो गया. I ran out of water. Off भी लग जाएगा. They had a run in. लड़ाई हो गई उनकी. They had a run in. Run in का एक और मीनिंग है. I ran into Rajesh the other day when I was at the market. Okay. So run in. Run, or OFF, run off. She ran off or she ran away. So it's like you take a verb and you put a prepo. The meaning changes. Right? Similarly, there are like so many verbs which have these prepo attachments and then they become deadly. Right? So, Akshita, you don't need to learn all that. Just do my 150 wala course. That's part of, that's there on the dashboard for paid students. I have given you all the countries that are needed. I mean that you need to learn. Uske alawa nahi aayega. Now, my husband took his mother out for dinner on Mother's Day. You take out the garbage. Hey David, take out the trash. Bahar rakh ke aao. I'm going out for food. You go out. Right? So if you take somebody out for dinner, that's good. So yes, you guys got it. No change required. He sent his mother out. This changes the meaning. He didn't take her out. He was a kahil. उसने किसी और के साथ भेज दिया. Took his mother off. Mother है, कपड़े नहीं है. It was so hot that she had to take the jacket off. OFF. So, yeah. Took his mother at. This doesn't make sense at all. Took his mother outside to tell a secret. Or took his mother outside to show something. So it limits the meaning. Take out means, चलो घूमने चलते हैं types, है ना? Take somebody outside for a specific purpose. Clear? Done. So this is good. So you need to learn some preposition phrases. What will you do? Are the preposition phrases there in my 150 course? Yes, they are there, but then not so many because these are unlimited. There's no way that we can know कौन सा आएगा, किस तरह का आएगा. Concepts we know क्या आते हैं. But prepo phrases, so what I suggest is just check them on Google. Maybe you can type, give me the most commonly used 50 prepo phrases. And then you can try to learn them with the meanings. Alright, chaliye. Question number 3. Alright, can I get some answers? C, A, okay. First thing, you should know the difference between alumnus and alumni. Alumnus, alumni. This is plural. This is singular. Right? Everyone? Yeah. So, this college has a large number of boys. This college has a large number of teachers. Teacher तो नहीं बोलेंगे. Why? Because you're using this. So it has to be plural. So plural बोले तो alumni, alumni, alumni. This is out, this is out. Correct, guys? Then what? Many number of. Who uses this? Many number of boys. I would say there are many boys or there is a large number of boys. Many number क्यों use करेंगे? So this is out. ये तो वैसे ही निकल गए थे. I'm left with A and C. What's the difference? A large number, large number. There's nothing called large number. It will always be a large number. There are two things. A large number or the large number. Got it? Or a number of boys or the number of boys. So, when you are talking about many, the college has so many boys, the college has so many alumni. So, the college has a large number of alumni. Alright, the large कब होता है? The large number of alumni that are attending the function today, something something. Clear? So, countable, uncountable noun के लिए थोड़ा सा clear रहिएगा. Number, you can count these people. You cannot say a large number of milk or a large number of experience. No. A large number will be used for things that can be counted. So, countable, uncountable, again these points are discussed in detail in grammar 150. Alright, chaliye. Question number 4. Haha, let's see who can get this. Come on, Vidhi and Kumkum, Hardik, Raksha, Garv, Pradyuman. B. Why? What is wrong with the second one? You are saying B, so इसमें क्या है? C, D. Wow, I love it when everybody comes up with different answers. Bolo. Akshata Yadav, give me the reason. Gyanshu. Aman. Pranav. Okay. You need to rise to his level before challenging him. If you ever see this word or any of its relatives, raise, raised, risen, rose. This is likely to be an error point. You have this concept in my grammar 150, and even now I'm going to explain this to you like in short detail. Okay, laying, not lying. Okay, Malsafa, hang in there. So, rise, raise, raised, risen, rose. This is one error point. इसमें और कोई है before challenging him? नहीं चलेगा. They have to raise again this and this. Another error point. So, this and its relatives. Lie, lay, laid, lain, lying. ये कहीं भी नजर आ जाए गोली से उड़ा दो. Okay? So, What is the difference between rise and raise? Rise is automatically, खुद से. Rise and shine. It's Tuesday. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Knead the dough and keep it. In 2 hours, it will rise. If you want to raise the dough, you have to add yeast to it. So raise is when somebody does it. You raise your standards, raise your voice, raise your hand. Okay. You raise the little boy on your shoulders. You raise an objection. So rise is automatically, raise is when someone does it. Uska past tense, V2, V3, you have to learn. Rise, rose, risen. Raise, raised, raised. So this is good. You need to rise to his level. तुम्हें उठना पड़ेगा, उभरना पड़ेगा उस level तक before you can challenge him. This is right, na? So one तो correct है. So both are wrong तो हट गया. They have to raise the floor. They have to rise the floor तो नहीं होगा. Floor को उठाना है. So they have to raise the floor. That's good. Before lying down the tiles. Lying down means he was lying down in his room. लेटा था. When you set something, you are doing it. You are setting something. That is, you lay something. Lay the foundation. Lay the table. The guests are on the way. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow's interview. Or lay out the red carpet. Lay the red carpet, lay out the red carpet. Lay the apparatus. Lay the tiles. So they have to raise the floor before laying down the tiles. Got it? This is wrong. So yes, only one is correct. Is it clear, everybody? Akshita, Jigyanshu, समझ आया मेरा explanation या नहीं? Or detailed explanation? Go to that course. Yes, guys. Automatically, yes. तुम्हें खुद उठना है ना? Right. खुद उठना पड़ेगा उस level तक. So you need to raise yourself, Akshita. सुन लो ध्यान से. You need to rise to his level. Okay, Akshita? You need to raise yourself to match his level. Depends on how you use the sentence. I'll repeat it for you. You need to rise to his level, Babu, before challenging him. You need to raise yourself to match his level. Clear? Perfect. चलो जी. Next one. अक्षता को confirm करने दो एक बार, if she has understood. Motsifa, what's your real name? मम्मा पापा ने क्या नाम रखा था आपका? अगर याद है तो बताओ. अक्षता clear? All right. चलिए next one. Okay, so you are Harshita Kumari. So what's the meaning of mod Sifa? You guys are going with B, Garv. Okay. Parallelism. Parallelism means how we balance a sentence. Right, Harshita? Nemesis, Muskan. Okay. It says here he had angered his bosses. Okay. He had angered his bosses by doing two things. ठीक है पलक, हार्दिक, दीक्षिता, अथिरा. He angered his bosses by doing two things. Oh, how interesting. Motsifa means heart. Quite nice. All right. He had angered his bosses by two things, by doing two things. So, यहाँ तक common है. The choice hasn't started. ठीक है सहर? One was by his rude and unprofessional behavior. Number one. And also by his lack of punctuality. So if I break down the sentence Akshita and Athira, I will say this way. He had angered his bosses by his rude and unprofessional behavior. एक और होगा, he had angered his bosses by his lack of punctuality. I have given you both the sentences. But instead of repeating it, you can just combine. I can also use and. कैसे and use करूंगी अथिरा? I'll say he had angered his bosses by his rude and unprofessional behavior and also his lack of punctuality. अलग तरीका है. But I want to use this, not only but also. So in the exam, if something like this is there, first check this, not only correct but also correct. Right? He had angered his bosses not only by his, okay, by his rude and unprofessional behavior, but also same thing has to be repeated, by his lack of punctuality. Right? यहाँ his कहाँ है? किसका lack of punctuality? मेरा, आपका, watchman का, खरगोश का, किसका? So this is out. But also by his, yes, correct. But also his by is missing. Out. ये तो बिल्कुल ही by missing है, so it doesn't make sense. We need to put by. That is called parallelism. I mean, this is one form of parallelism. Okay? चलिए. Next. Question 6. This part has been italicized. And improvements for that part is given. Yes, Vidhi, Pranav, you all are going with A. Nice. कैसी अंग्रेजी है ये? Tell me this. Since the advent of cable TV, why would you put at? At हटा दो. Then maybe you can use a. Since the advent of cable TV, even then, like, this phrase is not needed. You can simply say the beginning of this decade saw the entertainment industry taking a giant stride forward. चलेगा. Okay. ठीक है. But at is there. It's there. So you cannot use a. That is completely pathetic English. There is a rule, a grammar rule. If you use since in your sentence, you have to use has or have. Got it? So since the advent of cable television, at the beginning of this decade, कब? At the beginning of this decade, the entertainment industry has taken a giant stride forward in our country. It has to be E. You can simply remember this rule. Okay? Just say, I'll give you one more example. Since Akriti arrived here, she has been sleeping. Okay? Or since this morning, the boys have been roaming around here and there. So you have to put have or has according to the subject. But since के साथ ये compulsory है. Got it? So it should be E. Done? Next. Tell me guys, any answer? This part is 1. This part is 2. This part is 3. If you feel there is no error, please mark 4. Swapnil, you can post your doubts on iQuanta app. We've got 24/7 doubt solvers there. Motsafa, no error, okay? Deal with, deal in. I think there's a difference. I'm going to deal with you tomorrow. Means you mete out punishment, you scold the person, okay? You tackle a situation. That is deal with. Otherwise, if you're selling something, I deal in buttons, so I'm a haberdasher. My father's shop deals in something, some Kota jewelry. Got it? That is the difference between these two. So yes, this 2 has the error. Sorry, it's Harshil. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Harshil. Got it? Everyone? Is this clear? Clear? Who has the error? Dikshita, clear? Harshil, is it clear now? Everyone, after this question, the difficult ones are coming in. Pragati, Palak, done? Okay, cool. चलिए, अच्छा 8 तक थोड़ा सा रिलीफ है, 9, 10, 11. Do this. चलिए, he will take some time. Yeah, he will take some time to warm up by you. Okay? Warm up to you. Warm by you. Warm on to you. What is it? Yes, it is A, which means he will take some time to break the ice or get cracking with you. So, warm up to you. Very soon, the two ladies had warmed up to each other and they were getting along like a house on fire. Okay? Chalo, done with this one. Now, question number 9. Go on, guys, solve it. Yes, guys. If you haven't fainted, you can give me the answer. A for this one. C, okay. Mm-hmm. मुझे ये भी समझ में आ रहा है तुम लोग को ये आंसर कैसे मिला. I made a mistake. है ना? So that's kind of the elephant in the room right now. मैं सोच रही हूँ पता नहीं इन लोगों ने नहीं देखा होगा शायद. ये लोग सोच रहे हैं अरे मैम रियलाइज ना करें तो अच्छा हम तो आंसर बता दे रहे हैं. What do you say? वरना इतनी आसानी से तो आंसर नहीं निकलने वाला है. अथेरा? No. अक्षता? Little liars? हाँ. बोल्ड किया हुआ है, मैं उसको हटाना भूल गई. चलो एटलीस्ट राहिल Yeah. Haha. I know. Chalo. Oh, anyway, I'll quickly tell you what this is. Heavy commitment by an executive to a course of action, especially if it has worked well in the past, makes it likely to miss signs of incipient trouble. Okay. Now, heavy commitment by an executive, कैसा तरीका है ये start करने का? I mean, you need to start it with, the subject preferably, an executive. So this is eliminated. This is eliminated, being heavily committed. And then here, where is the subject? The subject is like, right here in the end. No, this is not done. If you are starting your sentence with BEING, your subject needs to be here. Very much here. He cannot be any further. Okay, so this is out. Heavy commitment by an executive, okay, ये कोई तरीका नहीं होता है अंग्रेजी sentence start करने का. The focus is on an executive. So an executive who is heavily committed is likely to miss or misinterpret. Okay, makes missing ये वो कचरा. So this is the best way to say this. हाँ, इसको मैंने अनबोल्ड कर दिया है. अब करो सॉल्व इसको आप. चलो. I think B. D, okay. People are stumped in this one. Tell me. B, D, C, okay. Do you see there's a difference here, appear or appeared? Okay. As equipped. Don't you think there should be as equipped as? Combining enormous physical strength with higher intelligence. You are starting your sentence with ing, that's the verb. The subject is right here, after the comma, as I showed you in the previous question. Okay? So, the Neanderthals, humans ka nearest cousins, appear as equipped. Why would you put as? The Neanderthals appear equipped to face any obstacle. But tell me one thing, are the Neanderthals there now? Do they exist now? No, they don't. So if you say the Neanderthals appear equipped, कैसा tense है ये? है ना? So appear equipped, wrong. As जहाँ जहाँ भी है, as equipped as, नहीं है. So appear as equipped for facing, they don't exist now. Appear as equipped to face any obstacle. Appear कैसे हो सकता है? Out. It's either this or this. You agree with me? Appeared, because they existed in the past, many and many years ago. Appeared as equipped, again as is missing, to face any obstacle the environment could put. Appear to have been equipped. Now we are getting the bones of these Neanderthals, and from the fossils we understand that they appear to have been equipped. Correct tense. They, to face any obstacle the environment could put in their path. Done? So it should be B. Clear. Right? Deal in means, Ritu, you are selling something, or you have got a shop that deals in chemicals or that deals in gold jewelry. ऐसा. Clear है गर्व? रक्षा? The penultimate question. नहीं, ये लास्ट वाला है, I think. 11 ही है. Yes, Akshita, deal with people, of course. You don't deal in people, है ना? You deal with people. HR deals with people. I'll give you a clue here. Look at this. Here, 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 here. Maybe you can start with that. Okay. Nemesis says B. Nemesis, do you know the meaning of that word? Nemesis? B. Okay. First thing, it can't be outnumbering. It should be outnumber her letters to anyone else. Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Huntington Dickinson. Letters were. Subject verb. Letters were written over a period beginning a few years before Susan's marriage to Emily's brother and ending shortly before Emily's death. Okay. So if I'm going to write here outnumber, it should be like, which were written. कुछ ऐसा? So which were written? Were written, outnumber नहीं हो सकता है ना? Let's check, इसका D ही होना चाहिए. Correct. So Emily Dickinson's letters to this, which were written, you see here between two commas. There is this one comma here and one comma here. There's this extra information. The actual sentence is Emily Dickinson's letters outnumber her letters to anyone else. The real sentence is that much. फिर आता है, किसको लिखा उसने? To Susan Huntington, which were written over a period beginning a few years before this. So outnumber connects with letters. Emily Dickinson's letters to this, find outnumber, blah, blah, blah. Got it, everybody? Clear? Chalo. That brings me to the end of this session. If you've got any doubts, ask me. If you don't have any doubts, you can maybe ask some general things. और क्या? परसों हमारा दूसरा सेशन रहेगा. Make sure you're there. What do you say, guys? So I gave you questions in different formats. Okay, you can get any of these. Khushi, you want me to explain this once again? All right. I'll explain it to you in a different way. Watch this, Khushi. You have got two commas. Were written over a period this. Just one comma is there. What is the subject of this sentence, Khushi? Emily Dickinson? No. No. Susan Huntington? No. ठीक है? So what is the subject? Letters. ध्यान से सुनना गर्व. The subject is letters. Right? Actual sentence, from here to here, all bakwas is there. Actual sentence is Emily Dickinson's letters, right, outnumber her letters to anyone else. So here this much and this much. So Emily Dickinson's letters outnumber her letters to anyone else. It cannot be outnumbers because these are letters, plural. Got it? Now, there is something called extra information. Okay, Khushi? Let's say I give a sentence. Khushi dances in the yard. Okay? This is your sentence. I can put a lot of extra information between these two commas. Okay, Khushi? Khushi, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, graduated in the year so-and-so, something extra, blah, 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 dances in the yard. Okay? So, Khushi, who is the daughter of so-and-so, वगैरह, कुछ भी डालो. The extra information comes here. If you remove that extra information, the original sentence is this and this. That is what is happening here. Emily Dickinson's letters outnumber her letters to anyone else. सबसे ज़्यादा उसने लिखे थे ये वाले letters. किसको? You write here to Susan Huntington. Okay? To Susan Huntington. हो गया? So Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Huntington, okay, outnumber her letters to anyone else. Now, you want to give a lot of extra information about these letters. कब से कब लिखे गए, क्या किए गए, ये वो. You need to put a comma there. So Emily Dickinson's letters to Susan Huntington, okay, which were, जो कि लिखे गए, comma आ गया, ये देखो, comma आ गया, which were written over a period beginning this, blah, 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 comma, closed. Outnumber something. Do you get this now? Garv and Khushi. Motsafa, all clear. Kushal, Sudhanshu, Dikshita, Raksha. I'm going to see you guys again day after tomorrow. Alright. If you have got questions or like maybe you come across questions here and there, you can just bring them to the class and ask me. Okay? Chalo, I'm signing out now.